Hey everyone, today I'll be breaking down the 2026 draft and we'll be giving my way too early top 10 prospects. I'm really looking forward to this draft right now. It's tracking to be the best draft of the 2020s in my opinion. So let's get started. To no one's surprise, my top rated 2026 prospect is Gavin McKenna. McKenna torched the WHL last season with the Medicine Hat Tigers, putting up 41 goals and 88 assists for 129 points in 56 games. In WHL playoffs, he put up an impressive 29 assists in 38 points in 16 games. This season, he's headed to Penn State in the NCAA, and in my opinion, will put up numbers similar to Celebrini and maybe even Jack Eichel. McKenna is a 6-foot-tall winger with amazing skating, playmaking, hands, and even a very good shot. He also goes in the corners and doesn't shy away from the physical play, which you really like seeing from a generational type of talent and player. McKenna, I'd say, is on the same level as Bedard, Demidov, and Celebrini. I think he is the best prospect since Connor McDavid, and of course, it's a consensus first overall pick, according to most scouting outlets. On his Elite Prospects page, you see that, so they all have him pegged at number 1. My second rated 2026 prospect is Keaton Verhoeff. Verhoeff is a 6'5", 212-pound, two-way defenseman. I would say has a similar build to a Victor Hedman. He put up 45 points in 63 WHL games. In the playoffs, he put up 6 assists and 1 goal for 10 points in 11 games. And in the U18 World Juniors for Canada, he put up 5 points in 5 games, which would eventually help Canada take home the gold medal. Verhoeff has a very good shot, and he uses his size well. I'd say he plays a very physical shutdown game, but still has a bit of offensive potential. This season, Verhoeff is also headed to the NCAA with the University of North Dakota. So the top 2 prospects in this draft will both be playing in the NCAA, which will be very interesting to watch. My third rated 2026 prospect is Ivar Stenberg, the brother of St. Louis Blues draft pick Otto Stenberg. Stenberg has a decent frame at 6 feet, 181 pounds. In the Swedish Junior 20 League, he dominated, putting up 53 points in 27 games. He also played 25 SHL games, putting up 3 points in that little span. In the SHL playoffs, Stenberg was impressive in the men's league, putting up 6 points in 12 games. 0.5 points per game is a draft -1, which is awesome. In the U18 World Juniors, he put up 13 points in 7 games, helping Sweden finish second in the tournament, eventually losing to Canada in the final. Stenberg seems to be an amazing goal scorer with awesome offensive skills. This season, he should be a full-time SHLer with Frölunda and could have a very productive season. My fourth rated 2026 prospect is Ryan Roobroeck. Roobroeck is a 6'4", 190-pound sniper who played for the Niagara Ice Dogs in the OHL. Last season with Niagara, he put up 41 goals and 87 points in 64 games. In the U18 World Juniors, he helped Canada win gold and put up 9 points in 7 games. I think if Roobroeck puts up over 100 points in the OHL this season, he could rise to the second or third spot come draft day. He is already NHL size and has been the best player by far on one of the worst teams in the OHL. Now, Roobroeck isn't higher because this is his third OHL season versus a lot of the guys, they're going to be going into their second season. So his 87 points is still very impressive, but it's not that impressive because he's a September 2007 birthday. He'll definitely be 18 when the draft happens. My fifth rated 2026 prospect is Viggo Bjorck. So Bjorck is a 5'9", 172-pound forward with tons of skill. Last season, he played for Djurgården in the Swedish Junior 20. In fact, he broke the U18 scoring record in that league, putting up an insane 74 points in 42 games. And in the playoffs, he put up 15 points in 9 games. In the one game he played in the Swedish second-tier league, he scored a goal, which is pretty good, I'd say. In the U18 World Juniors for Sweden, Bjorck put up 4 goals and 4 assists in 7 games. I think if Viggo Bjorck dominates in the SHL this season with William Eklund and Anton Frundell, he could definitely stay within the top 10 of this draft. If he struggles at the SHL level, I could see him falling to the late first round due to his small size. So the 2025 draft really valued taller and bigger players, which seems to be more of a trend now in the NHL with the Florida Panthers kind of running the league over the last few years. Bjorck is an amazing playmaker. However, he isn't an insane skater for the small frame, which might concern some scouts when it comes closer to draft day. My 6th rated 2026 prospect is Ryan Lynn. Lynn is a 5'11", 172-pound, smooth skating two-way defenseman. Last season, playing for the Victoria Giants of the WHL, Lynn showed off his playmaking skills by putting up 48 assists for 53 points in 60 games. This was a very solid stat line for a draft -1 defenseman. At the U18 World Juniors with Canada, he put up 2 points in 7 games. He didn't put up a crazy amount of points in the tournament, but played a very solid and reliable defensive game. My 7th rated 2026 prospect, the Giant himself, Ethan Belchetz. Belchetz is a 6'5", 227-pound beast who played for the Windsor Spitfires in the OHL. As the first overall pick in the 2024 OHL draft, Belchetz put up 38 points in 56 games with Windsor. Belchetz is a very physical player and uses his size well. He's also very skilled and a decent skater for his size. If Belchetz improves a lot this season, putting up maybe 80 points, I could see him sneaking into the top 5 or even the top 3 because of the sheer size of this guy. He is already bigger than most NHL players, and I think could easily make the NHL bottom 6 in the 2026-27 season. I think Belchetz could be a bottom 6er, but I also see him being a really effective top 6 at the next level. I just see him being able to play any lines, move up when he needs to, move down when he needs to. I just think he's a very versatile player because of his sheer size. He also, I think, had a fight in the OHL, which was great to see, as a younger player. My 8th rated 2026 prospect is Mathis Preston. Preston is a 5'11", 168-pound forward who played for the Spokane Chiefs of the WHL. With Spokane last season, Preston put up 45 points in 54 WHL games. He split the points almost evenly with 23 goals, 22 assists. In the playoffs, he put up 9 goals and 7 assists for 16 points in 20 games. Preston is a very skilled dual offensive threat with an amazing shot, amazing playmaking, and sick hands. He reminds me a lot of Berkeley Catton, who he played with all of last season. I think Preston just has a ton of skill and could be a 40-goal scorer in the WHL next season. And at the NHL could be a 35-goal scorer. We'll have to see, but I think he has really high potential. My 9th rated 2026 prospect is Atlantic Canada's Tynan Lawrence, so right in my neck of the woods. I guess like 3 hours away, but still a player from Atlantic Canada. Lawrence is a 6 foot, 168-pound responsible centerman from Fredericton, New Brunswick. Playing with the Muskegon Lumberjacks in the USHL last season, Lawrence put up 54 points in 56 games. In the playoffs, Lawrence led Muskegon to the Clark Cup Championship as the MVP, putting up 18 points in 14 games. He was one of the best players in the USHL last season and was way better than Ryabkin and Nestor, who were drafted this year. And this was all as a draft -1. So there's definitely big things for Lawrence next year. He'll definitely put up a lot of points, I think, and dominate the league even more than he already has. While Lawrence has some elite traits, he does everything at a decently high level. He's a good skater, he's defensively responsible, and has excellent playmaking and overall offensive skill. He's going to Boston College in a few years, but I really think he should kind of push it a year earlier, just to kind of get some more development and become a better player overall. My 10th rated 2026 prospect is Xavier Villeneuve, the second defenseman in the top 10 under 6 feet. Villeneuve is a 5'10", 150-pound offensive defenseman who played for Blainville Armada in the QMJHL last season. Now, the height is probably concerning people a lot of scouts, but kind of I'll just explain more about him and why I think he's really good and probably underrated even due to his height. Playing for Armada, Villeneuve dominated, putting up 62 points in 61 games. In the key playoffs, he put up 4 points in 5 games. At the U18 World Juniors for Canada, Villeneuve kept up his point production with 8 points in 7 games. A good player comparison for Villeneuve is, of course, the awesome Lane Hudson. Now, they aren't the same. Obviously, Villeneuve skates a bit differently, but Villeneuve is still an amazing skater along the blue line and can kind of easily dangle people like a Lane Hudson has shown at the NHL level. Villeneuve has a decent shot, but is an amazing playmaker. He's also very creative and isn't afraid to try kind of cool things on the ice. I remember I saw him play. There was this clip going around of him kind of walking the blue line, dancing the blue line in the U18s. And that clip really reminded me of what Lane Hudson does. So Villeneuve, of course, isn't the best defensively, but he's definitely good enough. And this season, I could see Villeneuve putting up 80-plus points. And I think it would be nice for him to go to the NCAA, just to kind of follow in the footsteps of the shorter defensemen we've seen, like the Quinn Hugheses, Adam Fox, and of course, Lane Hudson. I just think that's the best development path for him. So here's a recap of my top 10 2026 prospects. At 1, I have Gavin McKenna. At 2, I have Keaton Verhoeff. At 3, I have Ivar Stenberg. 4, I have Ryan Roobroeck. At 5, I have Viggo Bjorck. 6, I have Ryan Lynn. At 7, I have Ethan Belchetz. And at 8, I have Mathis Preston. 9, I have Tynan Lawrence. And at 10, I have Xavier Villeneuve. I hope you guys enjoyed my video. And of course, like and subscribe and comment down below to let me know which other prospects I should include. And yeah, let me know your favorite prospects in this draft.